Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your buddy Double D, and welcome back to PvE 101, my series for you guys, getting you ready for incursions that drop on Tuesday, where we cover our tank, DPS, and healing class setup so that you guys can have the best group synergy and stand the best chance in incursions to get that awesome high-end and set loot. So first and foremost, let's check this out. Look at that up top. Yeah, you see that? 100% medical wing, 100% tech wing, and 100% security wing. So I stopped slacking, took the 45 minutes and went out and did all the missions, got everything fully upgraded. So yay me. Which means I now have access to everything, which is handy. So we're going to jump right into this. Today we're going to be talking about the tank class and what stat priority you want to be following, followed by what skills and what talents you want to look at. So first and foremost, let's talk about our stat priority. Now, our stat priority as a tank, first and foremost, is going to be our health. The higher the health, the better. So stamina, and then more fucking stamina. You guessed it. Yes, very good. Stamina increases your health, which increases the amount of time that you can survive. However, one really important thing to pay attention to is also going to be our armor mitigation, which our armor rating is basically, if you go over here and you look, it's under survivability. You go down to armor and you can see, for example, I am at 51.87%. I'm mitigating basically half of all damage coming in. You can get all the way up to, I believe, 65% is the cap for armor mitigation. If I am wrong, feel free to correct me in the comment section below. But those are going to be the two most important stats, because all of the health in the world is not really going to matter if you are still soaking up a ton of damage. So make sure that you get a lot of health, but you also keep an eye on your armor rating. And you see, I'm not as high as I would like to be, but it'll have to do for now. You want to be closer to 65% or right at 65% ideally. After your health and armor rating, I would probably go with some skill power and primary DPS. Remember, as a tank, your job is not to do a lot of damage, but to rather soak up and mitigate as much damage as you can and control the crowds of enemies that may or may not be trying to do really nasty or rude things to your party members. So now that you know that, weapon choice is preference. I would probably use, just for fun, a double barrel sawed-off as your sidearm. That way when you're using your shield, you can run around and just fucking wreck people. And we're going to get into a reason that that's going to work a little better with a talent, I believe, as well. So let's jump right over to the skills and talents. Now, as far as skills go, we're going to be using Sticky Bomb with the Flashbang attachment, and Shield, Ballistic Shield. We have two choices for the mods. The reason that I'm going to recommend Sticky Bomb with the Flashbang attachment over a damage dealing attachment is going to be that you're really looking to control your enemies. That means if you can get them all rounded up and you can, crowd control them or CC them, it's just going to provide less fire onto your team and more time for them to do their job, be it healing you or dealing damage, and it's just going to make your team's life a lot easier. And as a frontline member of the combat group, your job is to control and make your group's life easier. All right, enough of that. Moving on, we're going to get into Ballistic Shield. Now, the reason that I say you have two choices for the mods is because there is this one, Kinetic Breaker, which grants the user a small portion of incoming damage as healing. But if you're in a group with someone who is spec'd into a combat medic style spec, I guess, you're going to have someone dedicated to keeping you alive. They should be focused mainly on you. Their primary healing skills should be focused on you, and they should have a support station down for your DPS. And if you look at my combat medic video, you can see how those are supposed to be set up. If you are not having trouble staying alive, I would recommend Assault Shield. Equips a shield that grants the user's sidearm increased damage, knockback, increased accuracy, and faster reload speed. And the reason that I'm going to recommend this one over Kinetic Breaker is simply because of that knockback. And again, it's just going to give us another form of control on enemies that are rushing in. It can help you stop the shotgun rushers from getting to your healer or getting to your DPS. And it's going to just give the DPS more time to burn everybody down from a standstill position before you have to start moving around. So Our signature skill is very obviously going to be Survivor Link. That's just a no-brainer. We're a tank class. We need to make everybody tankier, including ourselves. That does include our signature skill. Now, moving right along into our talents, as I said in pretty much every video, these two talents are mandatory: Critical Save and Combat Medic. Combat Medic is just a 40% heal across the board on all of your medkits, so more healing is good. And then Critical Save is going to give you, as a tank, a 40% damage resistance if you use the medkit during low health. So that is huge for those oh shit moments. It will not only heal you, but mitigate a ton of damage that's coming in. Now, there are a couple of choices as far as your next two talents go. I prefer On the Move because, again, if we kill a hostile while moving, we're going to reduce the incoming damage by 30% for 10 seconds, and that is just, again, damage mitigation is our job as a tank class. And then I'm going to be using the One is None talent. Headshot a hostile to have a 50% chance of not consuming the bullet. And the reason for that is very simply put, when we're using this right here, we only have 2 bullets, and you see I can sit here and pretty much just unload non-stop headshots on this thing, and I'm fine. So it takes my sawed-off shotgun from being a 2-shot weapon to basically an infinite shot weapon. You see, I could sit here all day, but we don't want to make the video that long. So that, coupled with the knockback effect from our Riot Shield mod, is going to let us control people without having to take a whole lot of time to reload. I guess conceivably you could use something such as, let's see, where is it? Chain Reaction. Damage multiple hostiles with an explosion to apply 40% more damage from the blast. But again, this is a damage buff, and as a tank, that is the least of our concerns. We should not be worried about doing any kind of DPS, really. Fear Tactics would be nice. Applying shock to any target triggers a 30% chance to apply the effect to all targets within 10 meters. So if you've got shock grenades and you're spamming those to control the crowd, that could help you add another form of CC. But again, I just think that One is None is going to be the best choice for you. So anyways, we're going to recap real quick, get right into this. You're going to want to run health and armor mitigation as your primary stats, followed by DPS, followed by skill power. As a sidearm, I choose the sawed-off shotgun to work very well with the One is None talent. Our skills are going to be Sticky Bomb with Flashbang and the Riot Shield. Sorry, I keep calling it Riot Shield. I am aware that it is the Ballistic Shield. Call of Duty habits die hard, I'm sorry. We're going to be using the Ballistic Shield. I will probably use it personally with Assault Shield. If you're having trouble staying alive, use it with Kinetic Breaker for a little bit of survivability, but I think you should be fine with Assault Shield. Signature skill Survivor Link, and the talents, as I said, these two are pretty much mandatory: Combat Medic and Critical Save, followed by On the Move for another damage reduction, and One is None. So that covers the tank class. And with that, we have covered all three. We've covered a pure DPS class, a combat medic class, and the tank class. And I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope you guys found them relatively helpful. I can't wait to see how they play out in the incursions, and I can't wait to hear from you guys on how they're helping you or how they're not helping you. If you have suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Just remember, try and be nice, I guess is the best way. Be constructive with it. Don't come in here and just tell me I'm a dumbass. I know I'm a dumbass, but you don't have to point it out all the time. So be constructive with your criticism. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It helps me get my content out there. If you are not, go ahead and smack that subscribe button for more daily Division content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, Double D out.